Welcome to how to optimize your YouTube channel for traffic. Now I'm actually getting a new channel set up myself, so it's an ideal opportunity to run through and cover some of the basics you should take care of on a new channel. Now this is an old, hardly used personal channel with very few videos that I've now removed and no real theme to it, so it's ideal to repurpose. In fact, if we click on the About page here, you can see it was originally created back in May 2012, and in the 10 years since then, it's had a grand total of 96 views. Now there is a note that I want to bring up about age channels. They can apparently have authority, so you can buy age channels from other people, and whilst those could potentially give you a boost in rankings, there's a word of caution here. First of all, if you do buy one, make absolute sure that you change the owner Gmail account and remove the old owner so it can't be hijacked and taken back from you. Second, and probably more important really, I've not checked, but I'm guessing it's against YouTube's terms. So I'd really not advise it for your main authority channel that you're putting a lot of effort and time into, because you're building that personally, and if YouTube do ever discover that it is a channel that you've purchased, you could end up with it taken away, and that could be very, very painful. So whilst there may be some advantage, in my opinion, buying an age channel is something you should really leave unless you're building an automated channel using some sort of YouTube building software or system or bot or something like that. That way, if you do lose it, it's not going to be as painful. If you're putting time and effort into creating your own channel and your own sweat and blood and tears into the videos, then don't take the risk. Build a channel from scratch. Okay, personal opinion and warning done. Let's click on the Customize Channel button and head over to the Customize Channel page. And we're starting on the layout page. First of all is a video spotlight or a spotlight video, which could be a channel trailer video. Now that's basically an introduction to the channel for new visitors, and that's something I'll get done once I've got a dozen or so videos up. Or it can be a featured video from your videos, but as I haven't actually added any yet, I've got nothing to feature. Next, we then have featured sections, and I am going to add a couple to this. Now you'll see that YouTube has already added a couple of defaults such as uploads and short videos, but if we click on the add section here, you can see the different kinds of featured sections we can add, and what I will be adding is some playlists. As I haven't got them set up yet, I can't, but once I have got some playlists set up, I'm going to come back and add in different playlists into this featured section to make sure that people who are visiting my channel can find particular types of videos, such as how to get free crypto, or how to use particular trading tools, or how to get set up with your first wallet. Things like that, standard playlists that people are likely to be interested in. But as I say, I can't do it yet because we've not got the playlists set up. Now, one other point about these, if you don't like the order that the featured sections appear in, all you need to do is grab one by clicking on it, hold down the mouse button and drag it to change the position. So it's that easy to reorder those. I'm going to pop them back to that. Okay, so we've not actually changed anything yet on the layout page. This is something we'll come back to once we've got more content on our channel. But remember, those options are there as soon as you're ready. Next, let's head over to the branding page. Obviously, I'm not going to cover exactly how to create the images that you need, but you do need an image that is 98 pixels by 98 or slightly bigger, that is effectively your picture for the channel. And obviously that can be your own photo if you want to use that. And let's scroll down. You also need a background image, which is 2048 by 1152. And if you look below, we also need a video watermark that will appear in the bottom right hand corner of our videos. Now that should be a PNG with a transparent background preferably, and that needs to be 150 by 150. So once you've got those, come to this page and simply click on the change button next to each one. So let's click on change next to the picture. It'll bring up our browser and browse to the folder where you've got your images stored, and then simply choose the image that you want to use. In this case, I'm going to go with this one here that's 120 by 120. Choose the image, click on open, and that will then give you the option to edit or crop the image if you want to make any changes to it. This is fine. This is exactly why I designed it as a circle, so that's fine. I'm going to simply click on done. That will now be our picture for our channel. Obviously, as you go through and make these changes, you can click publish with each change so you don't lose the changes, or you can do it all at the end. I'm going to simply click publish now to make sure that stays and I don't lose the changes that I've made. So having hit publish for the picture, I'm now going to choose a new background image as well. So let's click on change and again browse to where I've got it stored, choose the one I want. Let's go with this one here and click on open. Now this is just one that I've knocked up myself quickly, so it's not hugely professional, but it will do the job for the moment. Later on I'll get a professional designer to do something nice for me, but this will do. And while I can't crop or make changes to this one, it will at least give me an idea of what's viewable on different types of devices places. So for instance, with this one, I may actually want to move the symbols down a bit so that it's more centered in the middle there, but I'll do that later. For the moment, I'm happy with that as it is. I'm going to click on done. And again, once that's been picked up, I'm simply going to click on publish to save my changes. And for the third option, we're going to scroll down to where it has the video watermark, click on upload. And again, we should then be able to navigate to where our images are, pick an image we want. This is 150 by 150, and I've got the symbols again for my logo for the channel, but I've also at the bottom put the domain name for my blog that's associated with this channel as well. And then I'm experimenting with different colors for that to see what works best on the background of individual videos. And obviously that's something I'm going to have to pick once I've found out what works best across all the different videos that I upload. So to start off with, I'm going to go with a two-tone name, click on open, and that's the watermark I'm going to use. So click on done. And again, once I'm happy with that, click on publish, and that has now made those changes live on my channel. So next we want to head over to the basic info tab or page. And at the top of this page, the first thing we want to change is the name of the channel. So I'm going to change that from Matt Garrett to How to Crypto. And I'm going to pop in a quick description. This doesn't have to be perfect. You can fine tune it and add to it as you go and as you build out your channel. But for the moment, I've got something I'm going to pop in there. Now, bear in mind, when we click on this, you can see at the bottom here, your limit is 1,000 characters. So let's see if I've managed to keep mine within that. Yes, 544. So I've got a basic introduction about what the channel's about and me and my background with crypto, just a little bit to give people an idea of who I am and why I'm creating this channel. Once I'm happy with that, again, click on publish to make sure I don't lose the changes that I've made. Next, if we scroll down, you can see we have the channel URL. Now, at the moment, I can't make any changes to that. There are reasons why. If you click on learn more here, it will take you to a page in Google which will explain what criteria you need to make before you can create your own custom URL. Specifically, have 100 or more subscribers, be at least 30 days old, have a profile picture and a banner image. Now, we've done those two already. My channel happens to be over 30 days old, and I'll get that changed as soon as I can. The biggest delay will probably be getting your first 100 subscribers. So you need to work on that as quickly as you can, so that as soon as you hit 30 days age, you can set up your custom URL and have something that looks better than the standard default URL, which is a whole long mess of letters and numbers, which nobody's ever going to remember. So you want to get that done as quickly as possible, and that's why we need to push on and get those 100 subscribers as quickly as we can. Next, we have the option to add some links. So let's click on add link. This is basically your website, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your LinkedIn page, whatever you want to share with your channel viewers. My tip here would be don't have more than one or two. Keep them highly relevant to what the channel's about and what the purpose for your channel is. So for instance, in this one, I'm going to have my URL for my website, which is etrades.net. And for the title, I'm just going to pop in blog posts and free guides. So it's descriptive because it's letting them know there's more information on my blog, but it's also a call to action because there are free guides there that people can then go and grab if they want to learn more about crypto. So again, once I'm happy with that, I'm simply going to click on publish to make sure I keep those changes. And as I said, you can add more links if you want to, but keep it to just one or two that are highly relevant to the channel, to what you want people to do, to keep people focused on taking the action that you desire for this channel. You also then get to specify how many links that you've set up you want to actually appear on your banner. So in this case, I've only got one, so I'm just going to go with first link. Now, the last bit we have is the option to put in our email address. You don't have to, but if you want to let people reach out and get in touch with you, then you can pop in an email address. So in this case, I'm actually going to put in the email address for my blog, matt@etrades.net. And again, once I'm happy with all the changes that I've made, click on publish to make sure that we saved those changes. Okay, so having made all those changes, let's head back to what our channel looked like when we started. This was it at the beginning, our old picture and our old banner. What I'm going to do is hit Control F5 and refresh this page to see what we've now got. So we've got a long description that's more relevant to the channel. It's about crypto and my journey with crypto. We've got a channel picture or logo that is more crypto related, and we've got a banner that is also crypto related. Now, as I said, I'm going to tweak this a bit to just pull this image down a bit to make it more centralized. But those are the basic tweaks and changes that you want to make to your channel to make sure it's all set up and ready to go. Next, we're going to look at adding videos to your channel. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out and let us know, and we'll help you as best we can.